Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Abdi Jama. I'm a specialist in student engagement and leadership. I'm with some student ambassadors today, and we're going to be talking about the student ambassador panel. And we will start with you guys saying your names and your majors, and we'll go from there. Miss Kimani.
Okay, I start. My name is Kimani Kendrick. My major is business, and yes,
Wonderful. Mr. Darius.
My name is Darius Torrance, and I'm a second year real estate major here at Columbus State.
Wonderful. Miss Kadi.
Hi everyone, my name is Kadiatu Kamara and my major is Associate of Science Biology. This is my second year at Columbus State.
Awesome. And we have Mr. Devon.
What's up, everybody? My name is Devin Brown. I'm in my last semester here at Columbus State, but I study international business and real estate.
Wonderful. So, my first question for you guys is how did you hear about the Student Ambassador Leadership Program?
so for me, I came to orientation 2 years ago at Columbus State, and I was really trying to figure out how to get involved. They talked a lot about student groups, and I was like, okay, let me figure this out. And like, I went to the student ambassador office, and I just was asking questions and like, how do I get involved? And they're like, this is student ambassadors, you can apply. Like, we're just now applying and stuff. And I applied and I got the job. So I guess I like found out about them through orientation, but also just like searching around, trying to really get like right into stuff.
Wonderful. Mr. Darius?
So kind of similar to Kimani, I just got it like searching around campus. When I got to Columbus State, I knew that I went to college one time and it didn't work out right. So I wanted to get involved, and I somehow ran into the engagement office, who told me about the opportunities that they had, and it's been over since then.
That's great. Miss Kadi?
So for me, it was a friend that actually recommended me to to go to the office and talk to people there and see what it was to be a student ambassador. And when I went into the orientation, I really liked it, and I decided that I wanted to be involved on campus, and I applied for the job and I got it. Thankfully, I'm so happy.
Absolutely. What about you, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, so I got super lucky. Like Darius, I had a similar story where I had been to college right out of high school and I didn't have the greatest experience. So I knew the second time around I wanted to get involved and really just get the most out of college. And so on the first day at school, I actually ran into the awesome Miss Katrina de los Santos, and she actually recommended that one of the great places to get started to really get involved was a student ambassador program. She just went all it on. She definitely hyped you guys up and just talked about how they're involved in almost every aspect of Columbus State and a lot of the different events. So I knew I had to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. After you guys joined the program, did you guys expect how it was going to go, or was it different than how you guys thought it was going to go?
So for me, I kind of already knew what it was. Kind of like you have like this thing like, okay, this is a job. I get paid. I get out there a little bit, not too much, whatever. But it was definitely different than that. It was definitely like a family. Like this is my community. I went to campus and not only like was motivated to just do work, but like to do good in school. And it's like people surrounded me that was on like the same thing that I was on. So it was just so much easier to do better than to just fall off because you got a whole family like pushing you forward. Like, no, you got to just keep going. So I guess in the aspect of like being involved on campus, of course, that was similar times 10 because we did that and like everything, all types of different events, but more of like the inside, like the like that nobody really get to see. Like this is really a family and people that I loved and it's gonna be my friends like forever. So yeah, I guess this kind of I knew what it was gonna be, but it was way better than what I thought also.
Thank you. Mr. Darius?
For me, it was way more than I expected. It was a lot different than I expected. You know, at first I'm thinking it would be just like every other job. You go, you clock in, you do your work, you get out of there, and you want to do that kind of fast too, usually. But this job, it was kind of different. We got to really sit back. You know, the clocking in thing, it wasn't as traditional, so we didn't have to clock in. I think that kind of helped me feel like a little different about it. And then I was working with a lot of people that I really liked, you know, from the other, like my peers to the colleagues like, you know, you and Susan, Genevieve, even Maya, Amal, some of those people. It was amazing to be, it was like a place for growth, you know what I mean, and development. And so with all of that energy around, it made it seem like that's all we could do. We all stepped up, you know.
Absolutely. Miss Cotty?
Yeah, so as Darius and Kimani said, I actually thought it was going to be work, a formal thing, just going to work, do your job, and that's it. But it was totally different. It was like a community, people with who you could talk for about anything, your own problems, and they will always help you. So it was totally different from what I was expecting.
Wonderful. Mr. Devin?
Yeah. So for me, I guess I did get a little bit of insight just because Katrina was a student ambassador at one point, and so she definitely filled me in and helped me kind of get a picture of what it would be like. But even then, like once I got there, it really was more than what I could have even expected. Like to be surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals who are looking to get the most out of college, to do their best, to get involved in those type things, to be around a whole community like that just really motivates you, and or at least motivated me. And it's really great to have thought, like I just originally thought like, okay, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna do my little thing and, meet people and all that fun stuff. But I'm not, I wasn't looking to make friends, I should say. But, like Kimati said, we're all family now. And so that was a very pleasant surprise. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it was pretty great.
Thank you very much. My next question for you guys would be, how did Student Ambassador Leadership Program help you academically?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you say?
Absolutely. How did the Student Ambassador Leadership Program help you academically?
Oof. Okay, so honestly, so much. But okay, I'm trying to think. When I first went into Columbus State, I was a student ambassador, which usually doesn't happen. Usually people go have their first year. So I can't say of like how it impacted me through like that and the difference in that.
Okay.
But I know that I did way better than I thought I would do in college because, like I said, if like people are all motivated, everybody doing their homework after work, going to the library to study, doing something like that. So then you're like, yeah, that's what I'm about to go do. And then if you need help, it's somebody that can help you there. So I know that I wouldn't do as well as I did if I didn't have the student ambassadors. And I know that because of me and my friend, we both went to college and we both did different things because of like it just the way that it worked out. Like I'm with people that do homework all the time when she wasn't. So I just know that I wouldn't do that. It would have been way harder, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. What about you, Mr. Darius?
For me, it 100% impacted my grades. I wasn't there for a full year, I guess, before I started the program. I did one semester, actually 2 semesters. I did the spring and summer semester before joining the program. And I've taken 5 semesters at Columbus State. This is my 6th and final that we're doing right now. But the only 2 semesters where I made the dean's list were while I was working as a student ambassador. So I think that's a testament in itself to yeah, like Kimani said, you sit down with this group of people who all are focused on working. We get done working, and now everyone's like, all right, let's go to Mitchell Hall and have a study session. All right, why not? It works out.
Absolutely. That's really good. Thank you. Miss Caddy?
Okay, so for me, usually before the program, I didn't like doing my homework at school. I don't know why, but I couldn't focus when I was at school. I mean, I couldn't focus outside of the class, doing my stuff outside of the class in at school. So when I started the program, having people around me always studying with each other, so it kind of gave me the it kind of gave me the motivation. Hey, I can do it too. So I liked it, and I started going to the library, which was really helpful. So yeah.
That's really good. Thank you. Mr. Brown?
Yeah. So for me, I mean, obviously it helped in the same way that it helped everyone else with being surrounded by people. But it also, one of the, I guess, benefits that I wasn't looking for specifically was once you get involved in campus, you start to realize all the different resources and things that the college has to offer. So for me, being a student ambassador, I learned about all the different things like the writing center or tutors or even creating a special relationship with faculty because you're a student ambassador and you might have come to the class to give a codes presentation or whatever the case may be. Just all of those factors put together really helped me academically.
That's really good. My follow-up question to that would be, how did the Student Ambassador Leadership Program help you become a better student leader?
I forgot that I'm always praying. Okay.
Yes.
So how did it help us be a better student leader?
Yes.
Um, I think that we had like amazing leaders to look up to. Like all of our bosses were always amazing. That they always like poured into you, and then you were able to pour out. Like what I'm saying, like you're able to like want to help other students because you're being helped.
Yes.
Kind of. So I know that for a fact that my like them pouring into me made me like a better person in general. It made me see what a good leader looks like or a good boss looks like. And yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Mr. Darius?
Uh, this is one area where I feel like it really helped me. The program really helped me. Is really not only, I guess, the actions of a leader, but the thoughts, kind of the process that it takes. And like Kimani said, I saw so many great leaders around me that it kind of, that was the best form of coaching, I guess, is seeing how everyone else is and understanding, that it's a process because we were there to be developed, to develop our leadership, our professionalism, and all these things were things that I worked on patiently while in the program. But I think that working with all the other students and the students looking at us as someone who should know things, that kind of helped me develop as a leader because it made me more, I guess, accountable for the things I should know. Like I really have to know these things.
Yes.
And just being able to communicate some of the things that I think, some of my own, my thoughts and interpretations. I think the program really helped me to be able to put my thoughts out into the world to create a reality.
It's really nicely put. Thank you. Miss Scotty?
Really good answer there, yes. So for me before the program, I wasn't even thinking about like being a leader or something. Like I wasn't aware of the skills that I could develop as a leader. But like Manny said, we had so many great people teaching us how to be a great leader, how to manage situations like um how can I say yeah, like get yourself out of a bad situation and knowing that there's people that are looking at you and how to react in public and stuff. So yeah, the program really helped me develop my skills as a leader.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kari. Mr. Devin?
Yeah. So for me, I was always, a soft-spoken, shy kind of person, and so the student ambassador program really gives you opportunities to just be in front of people. So like all the different events that we hosted and different things that we attended, like just being in front of all those people, being introduced to different people, like whether it's Dr. Harrison calling you out at the meeting or whatever the case may be to start meeting people, just it really helps bring you out your comfort zone. So for me, that was a huge help in developing my leadership characteristics.
Awesome. Thank you very much. My next question for you guys would be, how did the Student Ambassador Leadership Program help you with your careers or jobs that you guys are currently doing? Because I know some of you guys are already in careers that you want to do after you graduate, already starting to field out. So how does the Ambassador Program help you with that?
Yes, I think this helped me a lot because I knew that when I was going to college that I wanted to be a business major and I wanted to do business, but I wanted to really see how, like, I was gonna put that in play. Like, it's so many things you can do with business. It's so broad. It's just like, how are you gonna use it? What are you gonna do with it? So through our program, I learned that like mentorship is so important to me, and I know that like I want to like give back to my community and stuff like that. And I've always been involved in the community, so basically, it just like tied it all together. Like, kind of for me, like, okay, human resources is something that I'm really interested in, just because of like, you know, like training people, giving them that safe space, stuff like that. And I got to learn that kind of through like being a coordinator and what that looked like for me. So it just helped me a lot of just like getting to talk to different people that was like up there and doing a thing and like asking them questions about it that the student ambassador gave me the chance to do that I wouldn't have had to do like if I wasn't in this program. So it helped me a lot of just with a lot of questions that I had and helping me understand it.
Thank you. Mr. Darius?
So I think it helped me a lot. Starting, so I put my application in while I was working at Columbus State actually, and like Devin mentioned earlier, some of the resources that we were, privy to because of our involvement on campus helped. So career services helped me put my application in. They helped make a superb application first, um, and that really helped me get a foot into the door. And I also kept using some of the skills, I guess, that I was using as an ambassador. I kept in touch with them and kept up over a couple of months while they considered, my application. And I feel like I was working as a student ambassador while working here at Vision Realty. Like I said, I'm a real estate major. Real estate business is what I'm into. So uh, while working in both, I got to take some of that development that I was getting, my leadership development we just spoke on, and kind of apply it here immediately. Like while I was, the next day, I could go apply it. So I thought that was really cool, and I think that really has helped me advance, here, even at Vision.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Miss Scotty?
Okay, so for me, I had kind of a dilemma between like being a surgeon or being a biochemist. And thankfully, I met you, Abdi, and then you were talking to me. You actually made me realize that I wanted to be a surgeon, and that's what I was going to do. I think I didn't realize it till I actually sat down with you and talked through it. So that was a really, really big point in my life because that's what I always wanted to do, but I was just scared of the time it was going to take and everything. So that's what the program did for me through you, Abdi.
That was all you, Kari. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm
You're
glad you're going
welcome.
to be an amazing surgeon.
Yay.
Mr. Brown?
Yes, sir. So I really think that this was one of the areas that the student ambassador program helped me the most. So with wanting to pursue real estate as a career, I began taking my pre-licensing courses at Columbus State, and it was actually an event for student ambassadors, one of the events that we were invited to, that Dr. Harrison actually introduced me to two different, development. I want to say CEO. They're CEOs, but yeah. Anyway, so I was introduced to really two really big time development guys, and in doing that, I was able to actually go interview them and talk to them while I was trying to figure out which brokerage I wanted to go with. And so because of that, that really helped guide me in which way I wanted to go. And then, of course, like, because of the student ambassador program, I was introduced to career services and their mentorship program. And through them, I was also linked up with somebody who really helped me kind of carve my path. So the student ambassador program, like if anybody is interested in, furthering their career or, making connections, anything like that, I really think that this is probably this and the career services mentorship program have been the two most important things that I've experienced.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Devin. Another question would be, since we do a lot of events on campus and you guys are the face of the students, and you represent us in many different assets or aspects of Columbus State, my follow-up question would be, what is the most fun event that you have had or attended?
My favorite event is the Fall Cougar Welcome. I'm so sad that we can't have it. I just love that you can see everybody. Everybody on campus just out and like skin glowing. We just dancing. We eating. We just having fun. It's like you get to see the community, like everybody just out. And it's just like you all, even if you walk into your class, like you still get to see everybody and give you a little smile on your face. But it's so many different events. But I think that's like my favorite one, especially like putting it together and stuff. Like it's just fun. Like I just love it. So it's my favorite one. Like I have like a tie though. I also love CLCO. Developing you, like you just get, like your life up. I don't know, so it's hard. It's like hard.
Yes.
I love all of our events, so that's just that.
Mr. Darius.
So I too love CLCO. Amazing event. This year it'll be virtual, so it will still be going on, but I don't know if it'll be the same feel as all those people in there. And yeah, it's great. I love CLCO. Another thing that I loved, I don't even know if it's a Columbus State. I mean, it's something we do every semester. So the JCPenney suit up event. I really like going to those. Every time I go and get a new suit, and I ask my friends like, "Oh, how does this one look? How does this?" So I really like that event as well. Kind of save some money for the business majors, and yeah, just a good time.
That's really, really good. Miss Cady?
That's a really hard question for me.
Yeah.
So I literally loved every single event I went to, but I loved CLCO, the welcome week, and the Valentine's dance. Not because it was me that organized it, because it was so fun to see people dancing around, like students just having fun, just being themselves, without thinking about, oh, tomorrow I have school or something like that. So it was really amazing.
That's wonderful. Mr. Brown?
Yeah, so I mean, I think those are probably 3 or 4 of the most popular events. So like, they definitely do have a special place in my heart. I really love the welcome week. Like Imani said, it's like the fresh start, to the new semester. You started off on a great foot. So like, that's always really fun to be a part of. And then CLCO was great. I love seeing Darius in his new suits, showed up to all these events. So, yeah, I really love just any event that we as a group come together and are a part of is amazing because, we are a big family. So anytime we're together, we're going to have fun. So, yeah.
Absolutely. You guys do a lot of events on campus as ambassadors. And what most people don't know about the ambassador program is you guys put on the events from scratch and see all the way to finish. As students who have not done that before, how was learning that aspect of event planning and execution and seeing all the way through for you guys? How did that feel?
I think that was like my favorite part of the whole program, of getting to like get in a group, do teamwork. This is really what college is even about. Like, a lot of our classes is teamwork, group work, trying to figure out everybody's good, like what is everybody good at and how can you like perfect this and do good and this whole event come together. I think that especially like, I don't know, being like a business major and stuff like that. If like this is like I'm putting it in play, like get to like do my part and do it good. I love it. I love that part of the whole program. I think that's like my favorite part, was learning how to do that. And even like the frustrations if somebody's not doing the right thing, it's like, okay, how can I talk to this person and how can we like do better? Or how can I help you? Or are you stressed? Do you need a break? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just being able to do that and like see everybody's good and everybody's excited at this event because it just turned out really well or really fun. You get to enjoy it even more. So yeah, I love the program. Yeah.
Great. What about you, Mr. Darius?
So I loved it. It is. I was gonna plan an event based on some of the stuff that I learned this year. If coronavirus didn't come, I'll have to wait a while. But it's been really cool. It was really cool to see how stuff came together, and it also gave me a good insight into like real estate investments because you start somewhere. You're gonna have a start point. You're gonna have to put in a lot of work. Different people with specializations, and then seeing the end product. It kind of ran parallel to that, so it was really cool.
That's really good. What about you, Miss Kadi?
So, as you said, it was really impressive, like to see how an event started from scratch and boom, having that big thing that everyone is enjoying, knowing that we all put some effort, we all put like our own personality in that event, and then it's just like something amazing where everyone can enjoy it. So that was really something that I like to see.
That's really good. What is your biggest takeaway from the program? I know it's a lot, but what is one thing or two things you guys are going to take away from the program?
Okay, I gotta really think about this. My biggest takeaway is that
It's a different
I know.
thing.
It's just like, I don't know, it's so hard. I don't know. I think something that's cool is that like anyone can be a leader and like leaders look different and like seeing like everybody comes together and just like, I don't know, like it's just so many things. Like our diversity in our group, from even our backgrounds, from the way we look and all coming together, it's just like a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like, what is the biggest takeaway? Sum it up. I don't know. Student ambassador program is the best program to get involved, to boss up, to get diversity, to learn how to be a better leader. The different trainings that we can do. So like all these things just make you a better person, all in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you, Manny. Mr. Darius.
A really big thing for me from the program was some of the like Ubuntu, Sakona, Sawubona, that stuff. So the concept that's my phone ringing. The concept to that, I am because we are. Um, it takes a community, it takes a village. So really sitting back and thinking about that in a different way. I think that was the biggest thing for me at this point in my life.
That's really good. Miss Kadi.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that, but I'll do my best. I'll say the community values, I guess, like how every single person in the program impacted my life. Um, yes, I can't say more than this, like just the community values, like everything that I learned as a student ambassador through every single person in the program.
Awesome. Thank you very much. My follow-up question is, were there any other leadership opportunities at Columbus State other than outside of South that added to your leadership development?
Definitely. So a couple of mine is the career mentorship, which Devin talked about a little bit earlier. That you get to get paired up with a mentor in your field that you're interested in, and you can do this as many times as you want, as long as you're at Columbus State, which is great. But I had a human resources mentor, and she helped me a lot with also figuring out what I want to do in my career. Women's Connection, Men's Initiative. Those are programs that you also get a mentor in those programs, and it's basically helping you figure out basically like how can they help you, and then you go to these monthly meetings and you get to just develop yourself in different ways. And then TRIO, which is first generation college students or low income students, and you also get a mentor in that program. And my mentor was a first generation college student, so we get to relate on a lot. And I used to go to her office hours and just like talk to her about ways I could, like, she can help me, and ways that I can just basically make school a little bit easier, and the different resources I have on campus. I'm sure there's more, but that's like my top 3 that come to my mind out of South.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kimani. Mr. Darius?
Yeah, so there's been plenty of opportunity for me here at Columbus State, some of which include things like the Think Make Live Youth Council. That's a really big opportunity that I was given by Mr. Terrence Brooks. I get to go and check in every week with some kids from Columbus, really battling some of the same things that I was battling as a kid their age, and kind of give them advice through the process, which is really cool. Um, I I guess so. I spoke at CLCO last year. I guess that was through Columbus State or through the SOUT program, but I think it was really big for me.
Yeah.
Um, and like an internship. I had an internship here at Columbus State while doing, it was a real estate internship, working, but it helped me get another job at the company I work at. And, there's countless teachers, Miss Jacqueline Lovelace. There's a lot of people at Columbus State that really have helped me develop, both as a person, kind of my personal life, and as a professional. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here, a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you, Darius. Miss Scotty?
Yeah, so I'll say for me it was like the volunteering because for example when we went to the Afrocentric school and volunteering is actually one of the prereq for my med school. So I didn't have to go far and beyond to volunteer into something. So it was just right there. Hey, we're gonna go to the Afrocentric school, and I did it. Now I'm not worrying about like, oh, how am I going to fill out this prereq with Corona and stuff? Where am I going to go and volunteer? So that was it for me.
That's good. This is the follow-up question for Mr. Darius. Since you had the opportunity to speak at CLCO, can you share a little bit about doing CLCO? How has it impacted you personally, professionally, and academically?
Yeah, so it was like, I don't know, it's still kind of surreal sometimes. I got to give a speech in front of 18 universities, um, really just about myself and like the evolution of myself, I would say, over the years. Um, and it was really cool to see, uh, I guess, to see the value that our individual stories have, because I really was just kind of telling a lot about my mistakes, a lot about my thoughts and ideas, a lot about just some of the things that I chose to do and
Yeah.
how that impacted my life. And I was supported from everywhere, like not just Columbus State, but these other 18 universities. Like I still have some people I keep up with from Cincinnati, some people that I know from Dayton, just from this event. And it's really cool just to see how I don't know how impactful this stuff can be, man. Like I really didn't I don't know, I didn't think by the time I thought I was just going to college, and I ended up like doing a lot more than what I thought I was gonna do. Um, and
You're
yeah,
absolutely
the
right.
reach of it is large. I can tell you that.
Yes. And you were amazing at CLCO. You did great.
Well, thank you. I think that also helped me. That opportunity though helped me a bit, even here at Vision Realty. Um, if you saw the CLCO speech, you know a bit about my personal, my story, And that's kind of what Vision was weighing at the time. They were kind of looking at me, not sure about, some of my decision making and what is next. And I think that I invited them out to CLCO. Miss Denise Payne came out, and I think her being in that room, she got the same. She got a good idea of my story, how I see it, and where I want to go next. So I think, yeah, it's been a huge impact.
That's really, really good. I would like to add to that. Nobody can tell you a story better than you can. And it's so good for you to have that voice to tell your own story and be the narrative of your own life. And it has impacted a lot of different people on campus. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Another question that I have for you guys is, do you have personal philosophies for leadership that you would like to share?
It's on me. Is it on
Yes.
me? All right.
Yes.
Okay. My personal philosophies, like I was saying, that Ubuntu, I am because we are, um, Sakona and Sawabona, meaning I see you and I am here. I think that stuff really helped me because, especially before I guess before I came back to school, I was really used to being by myself. I was used to taking, if something needs done, I'm the one who's going to do it. So that's how I approach life, I guess. And nowadays I look at things a lot different. I'm a part of even here. I'm a part of the Don Payne group. We're a team. We work together, and we all bring different skill sets to make that team work. So, um, yeah, I think that those are some of the biggest things. Just the idea of our community.
Thank you.
I do have something to add to that. I think that asking questions is very important in being a leader, and being willing to be corrected is very important as well. So I think if you're willing to do those two things, that you're willing to listen and really like do those things, then you'll be an amazing leader, especially people that you can trust.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you. Miss Cady?
I think like you guys said everything that I could say, so I really don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, that's very understandable. I had another question from Ms. Gigi. What are some of the most important soft skills you developed through being a student leader? Like soft skills that you guys learned?
Communication is a big one. I'm still working on it day by day, but it's huge to be able to, I guess, convey the message that you're thinking correctly. And that's something that I still see you guys do flawlessly, and I'm trying to pick it up a bit. But communication is a really big soft skill that I've started developing, and I'm still working on.
Absolutely.
Same for me, definitely that, and networking was really like intimidating to me at first. Like I literally was like, this is just so awkward. Like, but then I learned that this is important. Your network is your net worth, and you gotta learn how to do it. And not only like am I taking from this person, but this person can take something from me as well, and we can learn about each other. Like I think that's why I was having such a hard time, because I was like, I feel like I'm just using this person to meet them and make them help me, But I had to come to realize that's just not the case. So definitely like my networking skills, like I love to go meet different people. And even if you can't help me any at all, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting just to meet people and know people. So definitely that, yeah.
Awesome. That's really good one. Miss Cady?
For me, definitely communication, especially that because um, English is not my first language, so it was really hard to get comfortable and talk in front of people, just like I would do in French. So definitely communication, and also because I'm a kind of shy person when I in public and don't know people. So I'll say communication, communication, communication.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. The follow-up question is, what advice would you give other students who are looking to develop personal and professional leadership skills?
Student engagement and leadership. that's where you need to go. All right. Just go on to SEAL, you know,
That
become a
too.
student ambassador, you know, take the time, even if you can, take the time to become a coordinator as well. Go through the process, meet some really cool people, and the rest is history.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure. I definitely think even get involved in general in your community in every aspect you can. Get involved, learn from people, and just like have fun. You know, we're young. We can do a lot of things. We have a lot of time. Get out there. You know, meet people. Definitely that. I just feel like it's just so many ways that somebody can help you in life, or you can help somebody, or how much you can learn. So definitely do that.
Absolutely. Miss Cady?
So yeah, if you're trying to get involved on campus, if you're trying to, as Kamani said earlier, buzz up, you should definitely join the program because you will evolve. Like you'll get better at your. I mean, you'll get better. You'll try to correct your. I don't want to say correct, but I'll say correct. You'll correct your weaknesses, and yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. And the final question that I have for you guys is, would you guys recommend students to join the Student Ambassador Leadership Program or get involved on campus as well?
No.
Of course, we would. Like, this is the thing you can do for your life, okay? Like, get involved. The student ambassadors, and we love, I don't know, they just show you love, real love, and genuine. People want to, in Columbus State in general, people want to see you do well and see you, like, succeed and keep going. So I just think that we all need to get involved, and especially as student ambassadors. Come on. Like, I'm trying to see y'all at the next 10 year.
Yes.
Our reunion. So apply and be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mr. Darius?
Yeah, it's the only thing to do, especially if you're coming. If this is your second time or your second chance, I guess. If you're looking to restart, recreate yourself, this is the best way to do it right here. And yeah, this is it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Miss Cady?
Yeah, like if you're trying to get involved, as I said, if you're an international student and you don't know what to do on campus, just join the program. You won't regret it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, those are all the questions I have for you guys. I'm so happy you guys could join me to talk about the Ambassador Leadership Program. It was wonderful seeing you guys again. And hopefully I'll see you guys on campus when the campus opens. Do you guys have any follow-up or comments you want to share?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Or,
Thank you for having me also. I miss you guys so much. I miss our office.
no,
Uh,
it's not the
don't
same.
get
It's
yeah,
not
you're not gonna get me sad in here. I came here to
I'm
help.
already sad, so be sad with me. But I love you.
Love you too.
I love you all. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry.
We love you guys. Thank you guys for being an amazing leaders on campus. You guys have inspired us the same way we have inspired you. So, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Abdi.
all.
Bye.
Let's do this again, huh?
Absolutely. Let's do this multiple times.
All right, y'all. Have a good one.
Thank you all.